Most people think buying a home requires tens of thousands of dollars saved up. And yeah, with a conventional loan, you might need 3 to 5% down plus closing costs. But if you're using a VA loan or certain first-time homebuyer programs here in Florida, the math changes completely. So let me walk you through exactly how a tax refund combined with the right loan can cover your closing costs and get you into a house without draining your savings. Here's what most people believe. I need $20,000 saved before I can even think about buying. That's not wrong for some loans, but it's not the full picture, especially if you qualify for a VA loan, USDA loan, or down payment assistance programs available right here in the Florida Panhandle. The truth? You might not need a down payment at all, and your closing costs, those could be covered by your tax refund, seller concessions, lender credits, or a combination of all three. Let me show you the breakdown. Let's say you're buying a $300,000 home using a VA loan. Down payment, zero. VA loans don't require one. Closing costs, usually 2 to 3% of the purchase price. So on a $300,000 home, that's roughly $6,000 to $9,000. Now, let's say your tax refund is $5,000. Not unusual for a married couple with kids or military families with deployment pay adjustments. Here's how you cover the rest. Option 1, seller concessions. You negotiate for the seller to cover $3,000 to $4,000 of your closing costs. This is very common in buyer negotiations, especially in markets where homes are sitting a little longer. Option 2, lender credits. You take a slightly higher interest rate in exchange for the lender covering some of your costs up front. Not always the best long-term move, but it can work if cash is tight now and you plan to refinance later. Option 3, down payment assistance or DPA. Florida has programs that offer grants or low-interest loans specifically for closing costs. Some are forgivable if you stay in the home for a certain number of years. So, $5,000 tax refund, $3,000 seller concession, $1,000 lender credit or DPA. You just covered $9,000 in closing costs and you're in the house. Why this matters? Here's the thing. Your tax refund is already your money. You're just getting it back in one lump sum. The question is, what are you going to do with it? If you throw it at debt or let it sit in a checking account, it's gone in 3 months. But if you use it strategically to get into a home, you're now building equity instead of paying rent, locking in today's pricing before rates or home prices shift again, creating long-term wealth for your family. And if you're military, you're also tapping into one of the best benefits you've earned, a VA loan with zero down, no PMI, and seller concessions that can cover most of your costs. This isn't about being house poor, it's about being house smart. What to do next? So if you're sitting here thinking, okay, Michelle, this actually sounds doable, here's your next steps. Step 1, get pre-approved. Not pre-qualified, pre-approved. That means a lender has actually pulled your credit, verified your income, and told you exactly what you qualify for. This also tells you what your closing costs will look like. Step 2, know your tax refund number. If you haven't filed yet, talk to your accountant or use a tax estimator. Don't guess, know what's coming. Step 3, talk to an agent who understands these programs. Not every agent knows how to structure a deal with seller concessions, DPA, and VA benefits all working together. You need someone who does this regularly, especially for military families and first-time homebuyers. I work with buyers like you all the time. I can walk you through the exact numbers for your situation, connect you with lenders who specialize in VA and first-time buyer loans, and help you build a strategy that doesn't stretch you thin. What questions do you have? Drop them in the comments. I'll answer every one I can. And if you want more strategies like this that help you buy smarter and build wealth, subscribe. So let's make 2026 your year. Bottom line, your tax refund is just extra cash. It's a strategic tool. And if you use it right, it could be your down payment you didn't think you had. And if you're ready to explore what's actually possible for you in 2026, reach out. I'm Michelle Monastra, your advocate, advisor, and ally here in Panama City, Florida. And I help buyers, especially military families, navigate this process with clarity, confidence, and zero pressure. Let's talk.